Pieces of paper on the way in today?
Yes, I did.
Great. Excellent.
Actually,
So, the first piece of paper says Castle Mendeleev. Castle Mendeleev. That is our last chance for extra credit this quarter. All right, so if you feel like you need points, maybe we didn't do so well on the quiz, which grades are in, and we can't go over it because we still have a few people to take it today. Or maybe you want to build up a couple points before the test next week. Castle Mendeleev over the weekend. Yes? Yes. Our test over these two chapters is next Thursday. Actually, next Friday. Next Friday, I believe. So we'll actually have a couple mini quizzes, some review, all before the test next Friday. I know, so I got a hoodie on. So, Castle Mendeleev, if you choose to do that, that needs to be answered on a separate sheet of paper. So, separate sheet of paper. There's 18 questions. Every 3 you get correct is 1 bonus point. So that's worth up to 6 points. So do that over this weekend if you would like to do that. The other piece of paper is what... Yeah, extra credit. The other piece of paper, Caden's like, I don't know, is what we're going to be working on today. So here's what we're working on today. I like to call this the mega chart. I like to call this the mega chart. So how do you do the mega chart? Do you have your periodic table? Get that out. Get out your periodic table. The good thing is your periodic table is now color-coded after watching yesterday's notes or being here for the notes. You have your charges written above it after yesterday. Yes?
Do you color this bottom part green?
Nope. You can if you want to, but you don't have to. So this should be pretty easy to do. How do you do this? I'm so glad you asked. So let's look at the first one. Good question. First of all, remember that the element name is always the name. Ooh, that's going to be a little bit difficult to see. The name is always the name, oh boy, dash the mass number. It's always name dash mass number when you're writing out these names. So let's look at this first column. I have 10 protons. If I have 10 protons, what's my atomic number? 10. Because those are still always the same. Remember, that's the same, and also the electrons, also 10. So remember, we have 3 columns that are still going to be the same, just like our original chart that we practiced this on. Okay, mass number. How am I going to figure out my mass number? What'd you say, Daisy? I'm sorry, I didn't hear that. You could look at the periodic table, but I want you to use this because there may be different isotopes on here than the periodic table. Yes?
Is it atomic number?
Protons plus neutrons or atomic number plus neutrons, either one of those. So a mass number, we can just say protons plus neutrons, however you want to do that. What's 10 plus 10? 20. Okay. Well, I now know what element this is because this is atomic number 10. What is the symbol for atomic number 10? What? Atomic number 10? Atomic number 10, what is the symbol? Do you guys have your periodic table?
Neon.
Neon. So that is Ne. So what is the name? How am I going to write the name of neon?
Neon dash.
Neon dash, what's the mass number?
Dash 20.
Dash 20. Neon dash 20. And then the rest of this should be pretty easy.
So this is if lithium 7 is the
Hi.
mass number 7.
Here to take your test? Okay, you can just have a seat in that back chair. It's on progress book. You can use your printer table. What'd you say?
So if lithium is dash 7, does that mean the mass number is 7?
Yep, you got it. Lithium dash 7 means the mass number is 7. Okay, to finish this off, neon is in what period? So I'm asking, what row is it in? Row number what on your periodic table? Would you agree that it's in what row? Neon's in, no, what row across? Period 2. Period 2. Then, what group is neon in? What group? 18. Okay, if it's in group 18, how many valence electrons does it have? 8. So how many dots is it going to get for the Lewis dot structure? 8. Because Lewis dot structures only show valence electrons. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 dots. Right?
Oh, I didn't. Wait.
What ion charge do you have written above group 18 now on your periodic table? Everyone should have this written down.
0.
That was yesterday's notes on the video. You really got that was so important. Make sure you watch that. 0. And is neon a metal, a non-metal, or a metalloid?
Non-metal.
Everything to the left of the stairs is a metal. Everything to the right of the stairs is a non-metal, and on the stairs is a metalloid.
So metal.
To the right, it's to the right of the stairs. Non-metal. It is a non-metal. Non-metal. Do you want to try one more? Let's try one more. Let's try down here. Let's look at this row right here, under carbon 14. Yeah, that'd be a good one. Okay. This is nitrogen, right?
Yep.
How many, what is nitrogen's atomic number?
The atomic number. 7.
Because there should be no guessing. Do you have your periodic table out? Right? You're going to look at nitrogen, and nitrogen has a 7 above it.
Yeah.
You guys good with that?
Yep.
Okay. So the atomic number is 7. Atomic number 7. Therefore, 7 protons, 7 electrons. Agreed?
Yep.
Mass number, what is 8 plus 7? 15. So now I can write the name of this element. This is going to be nitrogen dash what? Yes. Nitrogen dash 15. Is this the same mass number as your periodic table? What's nitrogen's mass number on your periodic table? It's 14, which means this is an what of nitrogen? This is an isotope. Remember, an isotope, same number of protons, but a different number of neutrons. So, this mass number does not necessarily have to match the periodic table. Head nod if that makes sense. Cool. Okay, what period? What?
How do we get the neutrons?
Neutrons? If you need to figure out neutrons, that's going to be mass number minus protons. You subtract. Or mass number minus atomic number. What period is nitrogen in? Which row is nitrogen in? 2. So nitrogen is in period 2. What group is nitrogen in? Group 15. Group 15. If it's in group 15, how many valence electrons does it have? 5. Therefore, how many dots is it going to get? 5. So nitrogen, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dots. What charge do you have written above that column?
-3.
You on your periodic table, you get. Oh, okay. -3. It is nitrogen a metal, a non-metal, or a metalloid? It's to the right of the stairs. So it is a non-metal. That is what you are doing on this paper. I am hoping that you finish this within the period and turn it in. Finish it, I will give you 10 points for getting that done today. Question. In a second. The following people need to still finish their quiz. So you're going to head with Mr. Durbin, Scout, Cam, Zoe. Also, Lyra needs to take this quiz. So you can actually go with them as well. So those people are going to finish the quiz first. Everybody in here can either work on this by themselves or with a partner. Get this done, get it turned in. Oh, wait, one last thing. Nobody leave. One last thing. I want to remind you how to do a Bohr model. One last thing. Nobody leave yet. Do you guys remember how to do a Bohr model? Huh? Okay. Aluminum 27. Aluminum has how many protons? 13. This is the mass number, right?
Yeah.
How many neutrons does it have? What's 27 minus 13? Has 13 protons. How many neutrons does it have? 27 minus 13 is 14 neutrons. If it has 13 protons, how many electrons does it have? 13. How many can go in the first level? 2. How many in the second level? Leaving how many for the third level? I need 13. 3. So that is your reminder on how to do Bohr models. Okay, cool. You can also do the rings with the dots. That's a shortcut way. Okay, get that done, get that turned in.